What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Southern Guy here, and today is This gonna bring you the TNA Impact Wrestling review that aired tonight on Pop TV. The TNA Impact Wrestling review, that airs on Thursday nights on Impact Wrestling. Let's get started. The TNA Impact Wrestling review on Pop TV. The Impact Grand Championship Tournament Finals. Drew Galloway versus Eddie Edwards. In this round, Drew Galloway defeats Eddie Edwards by decision to advance to the Impact Grand Championship Finals at Battle for Glory. Post-match, Jimmy Morris interviewed by Drew Galloway. He's interviewing Drew Galloway in the ring. He said nothing has changed. He is still the same person. Out comes EC3 arrives on the scene. Drew lays on the mat, waiting for EC3 to enter the ring. EC3 threatens Drew Galloway when he gets in the ring and Drew says that the Carter has always get special treatment from the higher ups in Nashville. Drew tells Ethan that he thinks that Lashley is going to beat EC3, and when that's where Drew Galloway becomes the Impact Grand Champion. Carter need to polite to get the title shot. Drew will be champion. Gladly give him one. Galloway says that Carter wouldn't be able to last 2 rounds with him in the Impact Grand Championship style match. As Galloway walks away to leave the ring, Carter says that last time he faced him, he beat him. Galloway will do it again. Out comes Bobby Lashley. He is indeed head towards the ring while Carter is waiting on Lashley. Mike Bennett sneaks into the ring and attacks EC3 by behind. Both Lashley and Bennett start beating down Carter. Bennett holds up Carter, and Lashley spears him. Out comes Moose to even the odds. Moose throws Lashley out of the ring, and then goes after Bennett. Bennett kicks Moose, and Lashley runs in the spears Moose. Carter and Moose are left laying in the ring while Lashley and Bennett leave. This is scheduled to be the main event for later on in the night, with Lashley and the Miracle, Mike Bennett taking on Moose and EC3, Ethan Carter III. Backstage with Allie. Backstage is Allie, and she is on the phone as Maria is walking towards her. Allie is on the phone at a local wrestler who is scheduled for a public workout for Knockouts champion Maria. Allie is making sure that the person on the other end of the phone doesn't have a lot of wrestling experience, because that's what Maria has requested. Maria interrupts Allie, and she is telling her to spell out her name to the person on the phone. Spell out stupid to insult Allie. Allie says that tonight's public workout is going to be super amazing for Maria. Rhea says that she wants to send a message to Gail Kim and prove that she is the greatest champion ever. Maria focused Allie to agree with her. Video package now with Aaron Rex talking about the importance of the Grand Championship Tournament. The video is a preview of tonight's upcoming Aaron Rex versus Eli Drake tournament match. Drake plays the heel about his greatness. Rex talks about how the six-sided ring is a new experience for him. Rex puts over Drake talking skills, but he is not sure his in-ring ability. Drake says that the match will not last long, and that he is going to showcase how he really is. We're back from break. Mike Bennett is joining to talk about Bobby Lashley backstage and what they are about to do to Moose and Carter. Bennett proclaims that maybe he and Lashley can become friends. And Carter and Bennett ask for the future world title matches. Lashley talks trash to Bennett. Bennett talks down to Bobby Lashley. Impact Grand Championship Tournament semi-final match. Aaron Rex versus Eli Drake. In this match, Aaron Rex defeats Eli Drake in round 3 to advance to the Impact Grand Championship Finals at Bound for Glory. Backstage with DK is friendly in the dark part of the arena with red flashing lights surrounding them. DK are talking about the greatest war upcoming between them and the Hardys at Bound for Glory. Hardys VG1 is in salt flight mode. DK notes that they are turned it into a hologram for Crackley. Senior Benjamin appears. Benjamin is laughing while holding a shovel that reads, "What else but delete?" Bengar 1 retreats and goes into return home mode. We're back for break with Aaron Rex is backstage talking about his tournament match victory when he is interrupted by Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway tells him that he is going to be the one that wins the Impact Grand Championship at Bound for Glory. Rex says that Drew is going to be the one that spends the night in the hospital. The show then cuts to an open field at a day. A familiar voice says, "You don't know a man until you walk a mile in his shoes." The camera shows the man wearing a suit then says, "Learn about every day that the man is walking." He continues to show in every mile. Past the story is being written one step at a time. As the suit says, a luxury car, the man says his future is decided by the roads that he takes. The man gets into the car. At the point you could clearly hear and then see the man is Cody Rhodes. As Cody Rhodes prepares to drive away In the car, he says that he is bound for a new adventure, and that is where he is going. He is bound for gold and glory. As the camera pans to Cody's face, and he says that this road is leading to bound for glory. Cody Rhodes drives away, in his big bold letters on the back black screen it reads, Cody arrives, bound for glory. 10, 2nd, 16. Back at the Impact Zone, where Josh Matthews calls this momentum news that the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Cody, will be at Bound for Glory. Josh Matthews also brings up the fact that Cody's wife, Brandy, who signed by TNA this past Monday, as Josh Matthews speaks, the TNA Tag Team Champions, the Decay, are headed to the ring. They cut a promo. The lights go out, and the lights are back on. Steve and Abyss are tied to the corners of the ring. Rosemary looks out to the crowd. Behind her is Ruby Sky. Attacks Rosemary. Rosemary escapes and gets on the mic and says next week Mary's mom will be the one left without her baby. The Hardys grab the tag team titles and pose with them, chanting delete and obsolete with the crowd. The Decay watches on, bound to the corners. Next division title match, DJZ versus Trevor Lee. In this match, DJZ defeats Trevor Lee to retain the X Division title. Post-match, Everett is in the ring, attacks Z both as he and Lee beat down on Z. Out comes Eddie Edwards to save DJZ. The Helms Dynasty flees in the ring as Eddie Edwards gets on the mic, complains. DJZ talks about their history together, and he challenges DJZ to a one-on-one match next week for the X Division title. DJZ accepts the challenge. Eva Marie is backstage preparing for her workout with Allie by punching Allie's hands. Allie tells Maria that she got the perfect opponent for her tonight. Maria says that Allie don't mess this up, just like the way she does every egg else. Allie likes at the times laid out Maria. She can win with the knockouts. Little Maria betrays Allie, walks off, and she left with her head down, sobbing. Maria is headed to the ring with Allie and Serena. As the mic skills attention, Maria scratches the mic. It calls for her, knowing Maria tells Allie to stand back, and the camera shorts, and Maria tries to Serena, calls her enforcer. She promised the title shot chant for Allie, and Maria gets angry and punches Allie into the corner. Maria tells her to announce their opponent. A young African American woman comes to the ring with blonde hair. Allie doesn't get the chance to introduce her name. Maria pretends to go over and shake the hand of the woman's hand. She kicks her in the gut, and the ref distracted. Serena chokes her out. Maria's public workout opponent. Maria makes quick work of her impinging. When the video returns from break, we see the video is re-aired, hyping his debut, Cody Rhodes' debut for Bound for Glory. Josh Matthews talks about Impact Wrestling label to the Road to Glory just days before the pay-per-view. Then he thought the entire lineup for Bound for Glory did 10 days from now. In a brief video is shown of Cody Rhodes posing in the height video for the BFG. Bobby Lashley and the Miracle Mike Bennett versus Ethan Carter III and Moose. Ethan Carter III and Moose defeat Mike Bennett and Bobby Lashley. Post-match, Moose goes after Mike Bennett, and they called up the ramp. Miracle. Meanwhile, in the ring, Lashley goes after EC3 and his injured ribs. Security runs in to break the buck. Mike Bennett, both men up. Both Mike Lashley and EC3 both beat up the security members and cleared the ring. So they go to the break. The locker room interrupts. The X Division guys run out to the ring to the two men to break the both beat up. Billy Corgan comes out as he announces next week it's going to be a special Impact that Lashley and EC3 will be captains for their teams next week in a legal lockdown 6 sides of steel match. The winner gets to pick the stipulation for their world title match at Bound for Glory, and the show ends with a quick preview for next week's Road to Glory edition of Impact. Hope y'all enjoyed this video for TNA review for tonight. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Southern Guy 175 on YouTube.com. I hope y'all enjoyed this TNA Impact Wrestling review for tonight. Results where we saw Cody Rhodes debuts, the grand title match, tournament, and so much more. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Southern Guy 175 on YouTube.com. I hope y'all enjoyed this TNA Impact Wrestling review. I'll talk to you guys later for more great wrestling news and WWE news and TNA news as well. I hope y'all have a great night. Bye, guys.